In the previous video, I programmed the can cycle to spot drill these 4 clearance holes for the quarter 20 socket head cap screws. Now I'll add the G99 and G98 codes to decrease the cycle time, and then I'll add more hole locations to the cycle. If I step through the code, the first hole is drilled here. And as you recall, the G98 and G99 control the Z height the tool will move from the current hole location to the next. And the next hole is over here. And there's no reason for the tool to retract after this hole to the previous Z level of 0.1 before moving here. So I'm going to change this G98 to G99. Once the tool is at this location, it is important that it retracts all the way back to the 0.1 before moving across the part to this hole. So on this line of the subprogram, I'm going to add the G98 code. And then once it's here, again, it's going to move here next, so it doesn't need to retract all the way up to the 0.1. Retracting to the negative 0.4 R value will be sufficient. So on this line of the subprogram, I'll add a G99. So I'll refresh this. And now we can see, after drilling the first hole, the tool moves at the R level, negative 0.4 to this hole, and then it retracts because of this G98 to the previous Z level of 0.1, rapids across the part, drills this hole, and now it only retracts to the negative 0.4 because of the G99 here, and then rapids to this hole location, drills it, and the cycle as is completed. Next, I want to add the code to spot drill these 2 quarter reamed holes. It would be faster to spot drill these as the tool moves from here to here, and then again when I'm on this side to spot drill it after this hole before this hole. However, in this sample I'm focusing on the use of subprograms, so I won't do that. Since this is the last hole spot drilled, I'll drill this hole next. So back in the main program, I'll come to the M98P1400 subprogram call, and I'll push enter, and now I'll enter the X and Y coordinates for this hole. I'll enter the G98 because after drilling this hole, the tool will need to retract above the part to wrap it over to this location. And the X.875, Y minus 0.275 will see this drilling cycle repeated at this location. For this hole, since the G99 was last program is still active, the tool will retract to the negative 0.4 and then wrap it to this location and then repeat the can cycle. Next, I'll enter the next X and Y location for the other quarter reamed hole. With these 2 holes now added, I'll refresh the plot. And you'll recognize that they are drilled too deep to leave the desired 25 thou chamfer. To fix this, I'll add a new Z depth to this line here and enter Z negative 0.65. Negative 0.65 because the tool needs to be at negative 0.5 to just touch the part, and the negative 0.15 equals the hole radius plus the 25 thou chamfer. I'll refresh the plot again, and now it looks correct. So next, I want to add the 1/8 MPT hole to this cycle, so I'll add the code here. This will set the new drilling depth to minus 0.2, the new feed plane to 0.1 above the part, and the L0 will ensure the first hole is not drilled twice. As can be seen from this, any value in the can cycle line can be changed at any new hole location within the drilling cycle. And once a drilling cycle parameter has been changed, it will be the new active value until the cycle is ended or the value is changed again. Over the next few videos, I'll demonstrate how to drill, ream, and tap